competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat, I'm the game, we getting married.
Yes, sir. Come on, bring it.
Broadcasting live. Hey, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows it. Thank you. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Now Golden State's starting five. We've got Devin Booker. Cole is out there with Thompson. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Hilliard, and at the five, roaming the paint.
And this is Gilgeous-Alexander's responsibility to find his guys when they're open.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. On the wing, George. Back to Sexton. Some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
No, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
Booker looking around. Here's Hilliard. And it's Madison with the rebound. For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against the Wizards. New Orleans moving it around. Outside, Sexton. Shot clock at 5. And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's New Orleans with it. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target at the rim.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Booker draws the double. Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Shoots from 12. Misses off the left iron.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
And a memory I have of Colin Sexton in Alabama. How about he scored 40 points in a game where the Tide only had 3 players on the court down the stretch. Young fella was undaunted.
And here's Sexton after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Sexton with it. Now Bol defending. Passing, no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And in that game with only 3 players, Sexton almost led them to a comeback, Greg. In fact, they actually cut a 14-point lead down to 3.
And that tells you about Sexton's mindset. He was not prepared to let them lose, even under the toughest scenario you can imagine.
Who wants a t-shirt? I can't hear you. Make some noise. Fans,
and here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Gilgeous-Alexander finds Sexton. Here's Bassett. From 13, Sexton's shot is good.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Lillard against Gilgeous-Alexander. Passes it to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Pelicans trail by 3. Left side, Sexton. It's blocked.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Now here's Booker. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Five on the clock. Booker draws the double. Thompson inside the line as he pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
2 minutes.
Here's Madison. Got a hand on it. Booker with no one around, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Dort. There's the feed to Williams. Stolen by Thompson. The pass to Hilliard. Kicks it out to Booker. We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. Clock at 6. With the drive. Rebound by Williams.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets the bucket.
Despite his slim frame, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is showing enough strength to take the hit and complete the play.
And the dunk by Bull.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to Denver. Yep, that one goes.
The ability to alternate tempo off the bounce. This is how Gilgeous-Alexander keeps defenders guessing.
Thompson outside, launches it, drills it from outside.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
To the paint, and down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end. You just love how reliable he is night in and night out. His offense is there.
And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors lead by 5. From New Orleans, back in a... Well, we know that Colin Sexton is an efficient scorer. He shed some light.
I feel like I've just been calm
And even though he's more a point guard in stature, Greg Sexton more of a flat-out scorer at that point than he is a facilitator.
Yeah, and Kevin, there's always a place for guys who can put the ball in the basket, especially if they lock in on the defensive end.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
They've got Korkmaz. Thomas is out there with Williams. Then there's Sexton. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pelicans' 5. Warriors leading by 5. Booker outside. Down low. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball. And Devin understands that. Has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
And the basket by Thomas.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Booker outside. Here he goes. And the dunk by Booker.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
Here's Sexton. It's rebounded by Golden State. And here's Booker. 5 points in the game. He takes it in. Sexton grabs the board. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. It's deflected.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Booker with it. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Şengün passes to Sexton. They set the pick. That's tipped.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
Sexton against Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
We often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Korkmaz. And Steve, we know about Paul George, a fantastic outside shooter. He's been an elite three-point artist for some time.
Paul George can get a shot up over most defenders. That's why Kevin has a career three-point percentage that's creeping towards 40%. And he seems to be getting better with age.
If the keys to your offense are in Lillard's hands, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Check out how well he runs the pick and roll there. That's just a perfect way to play.
Now, here's George. He's covered closely. And Bull pulls it down.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Thompson outside. Over in the corner, Lillard. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists tonight.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Passes it to Madison. To the middle. Here's Bassey. It's deflected.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Another 3 for Golden State. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They're doing a great job defensively down low. They've already racked up a lot of blocks. They've established an intimidation factor early in this one.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Now let's go to the sideline to catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. We have seen today's athletes taking stands for social justice. All-Star Bradley Beal says, we understand there will be a backlash. We don't care about that. I'm a human being, a citizen, just like everybody else. I have family and friends still living in those environments, and I'm their voice. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you very much. And the Pelicans making a change here. Dort's checked in, poked away. McDermott with a steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Now, here is Singleton. Defense right on him. Driving inside. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. A shot by George, wide open. And again, no good by New Orleans. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 20-6 run. Here's Singleton. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Singleton's got his second bucket of the night.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. That free throw good from Singleton.
Shooting for Golden State.
So Singleton nails both of them. There's 25 seconds left here in the second. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, Dort, clock at 4, shoots over Clarkson. Dort misses.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
And so it's the Golden State Warriors in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody.
He's been creating a lot of offense. You look at all the assists he has, doing a great job of making plays for others, not just himself.
All right, time to see how the Western Conference. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Shaq, any last thoughts?
Well, early I'm thinking about a nap. Man, that's the only thing you ever think about, man. Come on, big fella.
Well, always smart to keep a good work-sleep balance. I've always...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Really an incredible game from Bol.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
And I can't wait to see what he has in store during this second half. Some of those jams were downright absurd.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. McDermott is out there with Howard. Then there's Whiteside. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Singleton in at the one spot.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Howard with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Singleton and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots in the game right here. And the first one at the line is good. And so he's able to get one of two. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Pelicans. After this one, they're off to San Antonio to take on the Spurs. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. And Whiteside sends it back.
With that long wingspan, Hassan Whiteside saying, no, not in my house.
Howard with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Over to the left wing. Screen by Howard. Drives to the hoop. Got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Golden State will retain possession. And the Pelicans making a change here. Second half of basketball. Just over a minute played so far. Pelicans really having a tough go here. In the second half, they've only given up one basket coming from the free throw line. Sexton's shot is good.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Singleton the pass to Howard. Whiteside trying to break free. Howard misses. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Madison. Shoots over Clarkson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
It's on Jordan Clarkson.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Thomas checked in for New Orleans. No good on the second free throw.
And we all know what George brings offensively. But it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
There's the drive.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And Howard with the stuff.
Howard, one of the most dangerous players in the league when he rolls to the rim.
Pelicans trail by 19. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Singleton dishes to Whiteside. 6 on the shot clock. Singleton the pass to Whiteside. New Orleans moving it around. Pass to Şengün. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
You know, he's not a pass-first point guard, but Sexton's putting the work in, trying to raise the bar as a distributor.
Whiteside, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Singleton kicks to Clarkson. Whiteside sets the pick for Clarkson. And Whiteside with the basket on the assist from Clarkson. And the Warriors lead by 19. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And Steve, a second-rounder back in the 2014 draft out of Missouri, Jordan Clarkson with a productive NBA career.
Yes, Kevin, and he's always been a bucket. What has changed is the shot selection. A lot more threes and terrific free throw shooting, making him a great bench weapon.
Williams is checked in for the Pelicans. Korkmaz comes in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
The Pelicans have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game.
Cameron Thomas at the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Thomas. Steve, you played 4 years at Michigan State with all the changes, including pro options for the top prospects. Do you worry at all about the college game?
No, I don't worry about it. In some ways, having more players who stick around is a good thing. But I love the opportunity these young guys are getting. Continuity can lead to beautiful basketball. They just have to make adjustments.
Şengün passes to Thomas. And the Pelicans miss again.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Screen by Howard. Singleton the pass to Howard. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Sexton. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Howard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Clarkson looking for an opening. Dishes to Whiteside. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against New Orleans. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Warriors.
Contested shots and block shots. That's been their bread and butter defensively, giving up no easy looks.
But also, they put the offense on its heels. Look at the number of steals they've been able to get. And that's something they also can take great pride in.
Whiteside a screen. Singleton the pass to Whiteside. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
The interior, this is where you want to get Whiteside the basketball.
Now the pass to Bassey. Outside, Dort. Pass to Thomas. And he uses the glass on the layup. Thomas got 7.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Out left to the wing. Inside. And the slam by Williams.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Pass to Howard. 6 to shoot. Howard setting the pick for Clarkson. Excellent D there from Williams. Here's Korkmaz. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Timeout called the Warriors.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Pelicans fans,
7 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Clarkson. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. 13 points up at the end of the period.
Pelicans fans,
and let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Colin Sexton is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Şengün in at center. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Clarkson goes in. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
They just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
The defense has to feel real embarrassed right now. They totally got schooled on that highlight reel play.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the Warriors making a change here. Hilliard's checked in. Ole comes in for Maker. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for McDermott. And Damian...
And I gotta say, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult when they're trailing.
But still, a magnificent move to the rim. And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King.
That's like a horse shot. A very brave shot to go with, but he got it to go.
Sexton the pass to Madison. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Comes up empty down low.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Singleton dishes to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
And guys, this is kind of Bol's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways.
Şengün, and a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Bucket is good.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bol. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Sexton against Lillard. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down again to 13 points with the basket from Sexton.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Thompson outside from downtown gets the three-pointer to fall.
Trust Klay Thompson every time with the catch and shoot. He gets so well positioned and balanced to score.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Madison. Makes it off the glass.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Now, here is Singleton. Defended by Sexton. Now, here is Singleton. They set the pick. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 16.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
Lillard against Sexton. It's tipped.
He's doing what he can to help them cut into this lead. His shot just isn't quite there tonight.
Going inside. And it's Bull that time on the assist by Singleton. Singleton's got his 5th assist in this one. And George kicks to Sexton. It's deflected, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Booker, he's checked in for Singleton. Gilgeous-Alexander finds George. Here's the screen. Oh, that's blocked.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Booker.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Booker against Gilgeous-Alexander. And he jams it with authority.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Don't underestimate Booker's passing ability. He's getting better and better at making plays for others. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Warriors.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Bol Bol.
I thought he did a good job of filling out the defense early on. Then once he found his groove, he stayed aggressive throughout.
Pass to Bassie. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot's good.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
Picked them clean. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Outside for Thomas. And the pass to Madison. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here's Booker. Lets it go with the 3. No good there. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight, says, I think, Rick David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.